I know it's on.
Yeah, we're good to start.
Yes, please, go ahead. All yours.
Sometimes we all need escape from reality. A way to forget about life's problems and to just have fun. So a way to accomplish this is to take a vacation away from home, to get out and just leave the world behind for a while. In our presentation, we will present to you 4 places of interest that one can go to escape from reality.
Okay, for my vacationing spot of experience in May, I went to Cancun with my girlfriend, and it was one of the best times of my life, and I'm going to tell you why you should all go there. Well, the cost of an all-inclusive resort, which if you don't know what all-inclusive is, it's plane ticket, food, hotel room, services, whatever. Basically, we got ours for $600 each, and that's pretty good for a person, so basically $600 and up. Things to do in Cancun, well, you could relax on the beach. Right there, I'm actually going to hit the next slide here. I took that picture myself on the beach. And basically the water there is like, it's unbelievable. It's crystal clear, it's blue, it's warm, a lot better than New Jersey Shore. But, I want to go back there. But other than that, you could take a catamaran boat to a near island and snorkel. You don't know what a catamaran boat is. It's basically, it's like a big party boat almost. In the back, it's long, it's kind of like a big rectangle. And there's a boat part here, and there's 2 nets right here that are right next to the water. Basically, you can chill on that. They play music, they feed you alcohol a lot. But you can do that, and the island that they actually take you to is called Isla de Mujeres, and that's where I bought this right here. It's actually hand painted by one of the guys on the street. He wanted me to pay $35 for it, but I said, nah, $25, that's it. And he was like, alright, whatever. So that's a one-of-a-kind thing. But, and another thing you could do when you're bored or whatever, basically just don't stay on the resort. Go out and explore Cancun, because if you don't, you're going to miss so much stuff. So like what I said, you can explore the main strip. Don't go past the main strip, because past that you might not come back. But yeah, but actually at nighttime, I'm going to show you the whole Cancun right there. At nighttime they have like 20 clubs. It's ridiculous. The drinking age is 18. Basically it's like, if you're young and reckless, you want to go to this place, because you're not going to remember half of it, but it's going to be awesome. And the environment in Cancun is actually very friendly. No one's really mean to you unless you're mean to them. You're going to get it back. The resorts, the people who service you, they're going to make sure you have everything you want whenever you want it. If you want alcohol, they'll come up to you. They'll ask you what you want to drink. They'll keep feeding you that drink over and over again like it's water. They don't really care. They just want to get paid. But and another thing is that they're all fluent in English, which is big. And one tip that you shouldn't do is some people might yell at them like they're deaf, like they don't understand English. And they're going to get insulted by that and maybe spit in your drink or something like that. But another tip you should do is don't drink the water. You've probably all known that from Mexico. If you drink the water, you're not going to have a good time. And that's basically it. And another thing is what I said, you need to bargain with the people there. They're going to want a ridiculous amount of money for their stuff. You're going to be laying on the beach, they're going to walk up to you, try to sell you whatever they have. Cuban cigars was actually something that they wanted me to buy like ridiculously, and I was like, I can't bring this back to the United States. But the guy actually brought it down to $5, and I was like, this is worthless. I'm not going to smoke 10 Cuban cigars in a day and then go back to the States. But basically bargain with them, and then you're going to get your money's worth. And if you want to go somewhere more chill, nice, it's actually kind of close to Cancun, but kind of on the other side, you can go to here.
You go to Punta Cana, which is on the Dominican Republic, but it's in its own little province, and it's called La Alta Gracia. And it by itself has 100,000 people in it, and you can see it's like right there. And it's right off of the Caribbean Ocean, so, well, the Caribbean Sea. So it's like really clear, like how this water was really clear. Basically a lot of things he said, I'm going to say again. But their average, their cold weather is from October to April, and that's only low 80s. So I think that's pretty good. I wish the low here would be the 80s all the time. The resorts that they have there are also, they're called mega resorts, which are the all-inclusive ones. And they have everything for you. And the one that's up there in the left, I stayed there. I did that too. And the people there, they don't speak English, the majority of them, but if they do speak English, they'll sit in like the bars, like there's bars in the water. They'll be out there, but the other people, they don't understand a word of English and they don't speak it, like, no at all. You could say hi to them while you're walking by. They won't even look up at you because they don't know what you're saying. Just kind of, I did that one time. There's 12 golf courses, like, all around. That's like one of their main things. And then that's where all the resorts are. I stayed at the Majestic Colonial, which I thought was really nice. I liked it there. You can take a tour over to a little island, and it's called Sanoa Island, and that's where you can do deep-sea scuba diving. But there's also 12 other places where you can go around and scuba dive and all that stuff. They have like this water park that they made that they're like so proud of, and it's called the Montana Park, where you can take like little kids and stuff. They have stand-up paddling too. You can like go out there on your paddle and you're just like moving a little bit. But my favorite part was up there. You can go on the trampoline in the water because it seems easy, but it's actually not. And like the waves are coming in, and you're trying to like get your balance when you're jumping up and down. And the tip I have is you can't leave the resort. Like our resort had like police people basically with like big guns because they'll try and come in and they don't like that you guys are more privileged, and so they'll try and kill you. So you really aren't really allowed to leave the premises. You don't, or you won't come back. They'll kill you. But yeah, I know it's not good. But if you want to go somewhere close to home, this might be the place for you to go.
This is Seaside, New Jersey. It's not as, I guess, elegant or classy as the first two, but I mean, if you're trying to have a good time, trying to save some money, you could take a ride right up the turnpike and where's this pointer? You end up right there, the Seaside Park. Here's some pictures of the beach. I mean, I went there this summer. I have a house there, and I have a good time every time I'm there. You can go down to the beach. Beach tags are $30 before May 14th and $35 after. But you can go down there any day. It's $5 for the beach tag. If you have any little kids, little brothers, sisters, anyone under 12, they get on for free. So, I mean, I was down there pretty much maybe 75% of the summer this year, and you always find something to do. They have the boardwalk, which is real nice at night. They have all these rides. They have the slingshot ride on the end, which I think was $15, and I mean it's probably the scariest thing you'll ever do in your life, but it's a good way to enjoy yourself, I guess, if you're looking for something to do. You go down there, you go down to the boardwalk, there's hundreds of places to eat. Everything's pretty cheap. They got pizza places, they have restaurants, and the restaurants are open all year long. If you're going to go down there, I would advise you to go to Three Brothers Pizza and get their chicken parm pizza. It's probably the greatest thing I ever ate in my life. And then also there's a lot of houses for rent. You can get one of the houses. There's many around the beach that are pretty good prices. And the hotels, we went down there this weekend, this summer for prom weekend, and we stayed at the Desert Palm, which was, I think, $65 a night. It might have even been less, but I think you get a pretty good price. But pretty much there's a lot of stuff to do, and all the people down there aren't like the people you see on Jersey Shore, which I think are kind of just cool bags. But if you go down there, you'll meet a lot of nice people, meet some friends. It's on the slide. That is the next place you'll want to go. But yeah, if you're on the seaside, I mean, the water, it's not always going to be the clearest of water or the nicest place, not all inclusive, but if you're looking for a place to go down for maybe a weekend or maybe just a day, just a party and have a good time, I would advise you to visit Seaside, New Jersey. But if you're looking for more of a quiet, secluded place, this would be your ticket.
If there's no place else that's interesting to you, if you want to kick back and relax, that little dot there, that's Chincoteague Island. Not many people have heard about Chincoteague Island. From here, it's about 5 hours away. Not that bad of a drive. And things to do there, if you want to live on an island and get the experience of an island, go down there for a week, rent a hotel, rent a cottage, and live there for a week because it is phenomenal. There's a beach which you have to actually drive to get there. It's on a wildlife resort. The beach is beautiful. You'll see a picture of it there. I didn't take that picture. I wish I would have taken pictures there. Every picture you take on this place is a picture that you can probably hang up in frame on your wall. So you can also bike to get there. Biking is a huge thing. It's just flat grounds. You don't have hills like you have over here where you watch people bike up a hill and you think they're crazy. The whole place is flat, so biking is the easiest and cheapest way to get around. People also come here for the wildlife. There are herring, blue heron, there's always seagulls there, there's birds you won't see anywhere else, and because the island of Assateague, which is connected to Chincoteague, it's kind of the whole Chincoteague, Assateague goes together kind of thing. The birds always flock there because there's a constant supply of seafood supplied by the Chesapeake Bay. There's recreational fishing. There's a public dock you can go to on the island where you don't have to worry about permits or licensing. All you have to worry about is what you catch. And what you catch, as long as it's legal, you can take it and eat it and take it back home and fry it up. And there's always boating there. You can take island tours. If you want to go out, you can go fishing out on the bay and just chill and have fun and do what you want. Chincoteague is also completely isolated because there's only one little causeway on and off the island. The island is self-sustained, and they rely on the Chesapeake Bay in order for them to live. People there, very casual. There was a man who was saying how there was a guy moved in there, and all the locals were laughing at him because he kept blocking his vehicle every time he left when it wasn't tourist season. And he said one day that guy was going to get his keys locked and was going to be messed up. And he said, he walked over to the guy and his keys were locked that one day. And he said, hey, no one here's going to steal your vehicle. We're on an island. You can't leave it. So there's one way on and off. As I said before, it's not well known. You've probably not heard of this place before. And the one thing I love about this place is every time you go back, it's unchanged by time. You go back and it's always the same things you've seen before. The beach is always intact, it's always as beautiful as it ever was. It's protected by the national system, by national laws. The hotels there, reasons to visit, the hotels are cheap and good quality. If you're looking for a place to stay that's really expensive, you can go and buy out your heart and say rent a 10-person house next to the water and have fun. But if you want to kick back for a weekend, say spend $200 for the week at a cottage where they have a full kitchen, they have a full bathroom, 2 bedrooms, living room, TV cable. It's like a home away from home. And there's seafood restaurants like you wouldn't believe. Good places I recommend are Steamers. For a nice cheap meal, they actually have like sheets of thin cardboard out, so you can just eat your meal and be sloppy, whatever not. The nice place here is called Bill's, great food, and there's the Island Creamery there's a line always there every night. People go and line up for the homemade ice cream. And if you go there we missed Pony Penny for this year, but July 27, 2011, if you're interested in watching the Chesapeake famous ponies crossing the waters, you can go see them. You can go buy a horse if you have the money to. It's a huge thing to go. They also have Oyster Fest and great things going on. This is a definition of Chincoteague. The horses there just grazing out in the swamp fields. There's our island lighthouse, which you can see from almost everywhere on Chincoteague Island, or at least you see the beam of it at night. Kind of the marshlands, what you'll see. It always smells of marshlands, and you get that smell on you and you'll never forget it. Another shot. That house out there is actually a beach house. The beach runs along that area. There's a little tiny stretch of beach. Water on this side is from the bay, the water on the other side is from the Atlantic Ocean. and that is one of the luxurious houses. If you want to stay on the water, you can. So hopefully we've given you a place to escape from if you get tired of school or fed up with life and you just want to quit for a little bit.